From bartenders who had the worst hygiene practices to the ones who were so drunk that they assaulted paying customers.
Be on my side, the you talking about is be on my head.
Whoa!
These are the worst bartenders from Bar Rescue Season 6. Starting with Melissa, the bartender who clocked in at country nights just to party harder than the customers themselves. While drinking behind the bar is nothing new in Bar Rescue history, Melissa took this flaw to the extreme. Because even while the bar was in six-figure debt, she was proud to say that,
I drink whenever I want. I don't pay for my drinks. She just lets me literally do whatever I want.
and with each drink, her already innate aggression only got worse, because she was already this hot-headed when sober.
There's Melissa, she's a bartender.
Everybody's just standing around and I'm just doing everything like always because I'm the badass.
Not exactly the sweetest girl I've ever seen.
And her attitude only became completely unmanageable when she was drunk.
Oh, you up, okay?
On top of that, she felt entitled to take a self-scheduled break, leaving the entire bar hanging just 2 hours after clocking in.
Hey, where are you going, Melissa?
Take a break.
What do you mean take a break?
Y'all can work, I'm gonna take a break is what I mean. I've been in there for 2 hours. I can take a break. They're not without me.
I guess Melissa's still on her break. Shall I go get her, or are you gonna go get her?
John Taffer couldn't believe what was unfolding before his eyes.
I've been in there for 2 hours. I can take a break.
Breaks are every 4 hours, not every 2 hours. Okay, so we have an attitude issue here, Mia.
100%.
Especially when Melissa still tried to extend her break time despite being urgently called back by the owner's daughter.
Are you done with your hour break?
Oh, wait. Hold on, I'm about to smoke another cigarette.
Like, are you serious right now?
No, I'm about to literally smoke another
Like,
cigarette.
you can't be taking an hour break.
Work seems like an inconvenience to her.
Yes, that's a very appropriate way of putting that.
But it only got worse from here, as Dahlia, the owner, started to get heavily intoxicated and ordered round after round of shots.
I will honor this. I will buy the house around, but it's my choice. You don't pick, mother. Washington apples around the room.
Before she began acting completely erratic. Melissa did her best to shift attention back to herself, drinking even more, and eventually lying down on the bar counter in front of customers.
That she's drunk and they're letting her up on the bar.
What is she doing?
Melissa, if you fall, it's on your own, bitch.
I know.
This is actually insane.
Look at my big boobs, guys.
She even gets into a heated confrontation with Dahlia, as neither of them wanted the other stealing the spotlight, literally leaving John Taffer stunned.
I am going to run a shot special. I'm going to have a $5 shot special right now. You want to drink a shot in my chest, it's $5.
Nobody wants to take that for $5. I'll sell that for $2. Any takers? Oh, wait, no takers. Nobody wants to take a shot out of your orangutan.
John had to step in and confront the entire team, calling out the staff for their out-of-control drinking problem.
I have no interest in your freak show.
Really?
And you're the worst of all. How many times did you say behind that bar tonight? Did you say it?
But even before training the next day, Melissa was already sneaking drinks again.
No drinking, Melissa. Melissa, don't drink. Come on.
I'm just gonna have one drink. I'm thirsty.
You just don't listen, do you? You need to not drink. I mean, we need to change our lifestyle, too.
And when John realized this time, he really made it clear that her actions were unacceptable.
Chases your customers away, infuses a cocky, nasty negativeness into your bar, and you're okay with that.
I'm not okay with it.
Though when John caught her drinking alcohol right in front of him, it was mostly Dahlia who caught his harsh criticism.
And she's having a drink.
I told her not to.
But where was this glass?
Do you know it's a drink?
Yes, I told her not to.
But she's doing it right in front of you.
How if she grabs a glass again, she's fired?
So either you're gonna be a businesswoman, and I'm here to help you, or you're gonna be a loser and lose your frickin' house and let her move in with you. That's the deal.
During the stress test, Melissa continued performing terribly at her job, making wrong drinks and stacking mistake after mistake.
That was not a 6 count. That was a 10 count. That's over serving. You put everything back where you pick it up. You're making a mess. Everything goes back in its place so that it's there when you reach for it.
This is chaos.
She's not thinking through her cocktail recipes. I need a lot more time.
And while Dahlia wasn't much better,
In the height of your frustration, your owner went across the street and got a Slurpee.
At the very least, the owner gradually started to get her head in the game, actually listening to John's advice.
The relaunch of my bar is going to be totally awesome. I won't be showing my boobs anymore.
Melissa, on the other hand, demanded extra tips for the stress test.
We should each get $100 today.
You can't do that to me right now.
Okay, it's fair for us
You
to at
cannot
least get
pull money-
$100 each.
Melissa, you cannot pull money out of my drawer right now.
We literally didn't make anything.
And left early without cleaning up.
Do you notice you're leaving first and we're all cleaning again?
And worst of all, she didn't even bother showing up for the crucial cocktail trading session. And that's when John and Dahlia both agreed that Melissa had to be let go.
You want me to fire her?
Of course, do you agree with me? She needs to go.
Of course I agree with you. You know that before I got here. You just were scared to do it.
Is this what y'all brought me in here for?
Yes.
Literally, like, you did this to me, like, to embarrass me. You take this. Like, what did you have me come here for?
Now, while Melissa had a serious drinking problem, at the very least, she only smoked outside the bar. Unlike Razzo from Sticks and Stones, who had both a smoking and hygiene problem that quickly became a borderline health hazard. The episode kicked off with her confession that
one time over here, I drank so much, I just peed on myself.
And as expected, during recon, it was immediately evident to John and his team that Razzo's hygiene issues were no small matter. She was seen lighting a cigarette behind the bar while serving beer with zero sanitation standards.
We watched it. You know you shouldn't be doing that, right? You said to him last night.
And the more they watched her work, the worse it got. On top of drinking behind the bar, Razzo clearly didn't understand the basics of serving customers, failing to provide a menu in a proper manner.
Hi guys, how are you?
Charity's one of the best mixologists in America. I mean, she's really good. Kevin Bledsoe. Kevin has won, I believe, more barbecue awards than just about anybody in America, well over 100. Yes. Charity, watching last night, what did you see?
Last night, you guys, it's hard for me to watch.
And having a serving process that was practically a step-by-step formula for getting someone sick.
Just total cross-contamination. I'm not cool with that, man. No kitchen multitask. We're gonna work on that. We got a couple of little tricks we're gonna teach you guys.
We're gonna be training all day long, getting ready for it. Okay, so we got a lot of work to do, okay?
As recon continued, Razzo also got drunker and drunker and started talking to customers with such vulgar language.
You up, bro?
You want some D? I'll take the D.
Let's go. You can do mine slightly less.
Stop being a vagina.
After seeing enough of the chaos, John Taffer had to step in and confront the owner, who was too distracted playing pool while his bar was literally on the verge of collapse. But even during the confrontation, Razzo and the rest of the staff were still drinking in the background like nothing was happening.
Do you have any idea what's going on up there? No. So how are you going to save anything?
And that was the moment John completely snapped.
Girls, why don't you light up another cigarette back here? There we go. So, is this legal? To smoke behind a bar, Billy, is it? Because things like this happen. And now you can't consume any of those beers, right?
Right.
How many more shots you gonna have? You have one more drink, I will fire you. Do you understand that?
I am a little intoxicated. I'm a little drunk.
Most people found Razzo to be a problem, writing, "She got too comfortable and forgot to follow the health codes. Yuck, yuck." However, there were also some who suggested that she might have a more serious issue going on, commenting, "Feel bad for the bartender. She functioned too well after all those shots. I feel like she may have a problem. I hope she gets some help." While the others placed the blame onto the work environment itself, with statements like, "I feel bad for her. Her behavior is not just from lack of management, but from the owner not doing anything. So when everyone is being unprofessional, and so is the owner, obviously the staff will too." At the very least, though, Razzo stayed sober during the stress test. And although she and her team were so slow and disorganized that they only made 8 in more than 20 minutes, Razzo did put in real effort during cocktail training.
We are going to make an old-fashioned style cocktail now. This cocktail is going to look complicated.
A stage which Bridget of the Blue Water Daiquiri and Oyster Bar couldn't even reach. She was only hired because she was dating Charlie, the general manager. This questionable terrible arrangement was directly contributing to why the bar was losing around $10,000 a month. After all, with their complete lack of basic service skills, the customer service collapsed almost immediately, aside from the chaotic interior design.
It almost looks that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, man. Nobody want to party under the sea. It's not a kid's birthday party.
That's Chung. He's our owner. Look at him. He's in the back. He's not talking to customers. He's not shaking hands.
Bridget routinely looked like she didn't even want to be there in the first place.
She looked like she got to take a dump. That's what kind of face she's making, like she don't want to be there. Like, come on, girl, you got to smile.
It's like she's going to hit somebody. There's Chris. He's a bartender.
She missed every opportunity to upsell any of their drinks, including their signature offerings.
He asked for a specialty. She said, no, it's a daiquiri bar. What about all of the daiquiris behind?
Recommend one.
Sell the daiquiris.
Blue mother, like a Long Island, but it's blue.
Let me show you blue mother.
You want to do a blue mother? All right.
And she downright badmouthed the very daiquiri the bar was built around, despite it literally being the establishment's namesake.
Cherry is melted too much, and the apple and strawberry are out.
But I thought this was supposed to be a daiquiri bar.
I know, our daiquiri machines are not very good. My favorite daiquiri is the orange and the green mixed together.
She also had no issue serving drinks from a clogged, unsanitary spout, raising serious concerns about basic hygiene. So upon entering the bar, John Taffer couldn't help but immediately call out manager Charlie for the complete lack of quality control.
I'll step down, you get another manager in here.
Tonight was definitely a tough night. I hope that Charlie can show up and learn from John Taffer.
John immediately made Charlie admit how much of a weak link she was to the entire team.
One of the weakest bartenders here is your girlfriend, sir.
Before he addressed the bigger issue of how unethical it was for the manager to oversee a cash handling employee.
Boyfriends and girlfriends, what can happen, Chung?
Stealing.
Is there something wrong with this?
Yeah, definitely.
Can his girlfriend work here? You ever seen that in another bar?
Yes, I have actually, but...
Really, you have?
I have.
Well, then you work in some pretty unprofessional places. Chung, if you don't act like an owner, you're gonna lose this place.
Right then and there, John forced Charlie into a difficult decision.
I might be able to turn him into a manager, but there's no way that a manager and a girlfriend are gonna work in this building. So if you want to keep your job, you gotta fire your girlfriend.
Bridget didn't take this well and ultimately walked out on her own terms.
You okay?
No, I guess I don't have a job anymore, right? It's all good. It's not like I don't have bills to pay.
And shortly after, her boyfriend Charlie followed her out, telling the owner that he was also quitting.
Step down, you get another manager in here.
Tonight was definitely a tough night. I hope that Charlie can show up.
Some fans at the show found John Taffer's treatment of Charlie to be too harsh, writing, "Anyone else think that John was kind of a dick to Charlie? Don't get me wrong, he wasn't a great manager, but first he makes the guy fire his girlfriend. Understood why, but still harsh." While others agreed, sharing comments such as, "I just watched this episode. I just felt it was wrong for him to demand that the girl get fired just because she was dating the manager." However, Charlie did end up returning to work again the very next day.
Staff, Chung, and Charlie, and figure out what the hell is going on in this place. I got a little upset at you last night because hiring a girlfriend.
And as the bar's relaunch progressed, Charlie finally stepped into a proper managerial role, while Bridget could no longer be found anywhere inside the bar.
And I'm very excited for the future of my new beach bar.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Just like the customers who couldn't be found at Fatball Sports Bar, thanks to its incredibly irresponsible staff. Right away, John Taffer was almost annoyed at how comfortable the bartenders were despite the complete lack of business going on.
Look at the staff. What are they doing?
Can I get on the bar now and dance? Yeah, I call this Pope.
Nobody gives a around here.
Does he?
I don't think he does.
Look at them sitting and talking. They're not even upset about this.
I would be going nuts.
Ooh, I lost. I shot the black ball in. Damn.
I mean, if this was your life savings on the line, wouldn't you be standing in the street begging people to come in?
Anything.
Nobody was cleaning, preparing, or doing anything to even attempt to save the empty bar. And despite the owner's clear frustration over the failing business, the bartenders even had the audacity to argue with him.
But some of the around here that hasn't been done, if you look at it, you could tell that it's been weeks since it's been done.
They don't respect him.
Nope, and they probably hate him.
They probably
Don't make me walk around this motherfucker, because I guarantee you I'll find some that hasn't been done in weeks.
It starts at the top of the food chain.
Is this mother retarded?
Everything was just dropped on me over one night.
It's not been overnight.
Everything's still working. What needs to
So
be
what's
done
been done about it, though?
Everything. I've been talking
So where's
to
the
them,
results
and they're
at?
working.
So, left with no choice, John Taffer decided to step inside and disrupt the show's usual recon process.
They're screaming and yelling. There's not one customer in this room. We can't even evaluate this operation. You know what? I'm gonna be 10 customers. I'm gonna go in and order the food for 10 people, order the drinks for 10 people. I'm gonna put them to work. Give me a menu. Give me a server. I also want to try a root of all evil, a mojito, a tequila sunrise, a fat balls cherry bomb, a jet fuel. That sounds real good.
And just like the owner expected,
If I had to put my money on it, they probably wouldn't get those drinks right. They haven't been trained properly.
Whose fault is that?
the bartenders could barely make their drinks correctly, with John rejecting 8 out of 10 orders on the spot.
Nah, it's the backseat boogie.
Ugh.
Or blue.
Terrible. Put it with the bad ones.
And it quickly became clear that these bartenders either knew that they were serving bar drinks or
That's a nasty ass drink anyways. Yeah. That drink is nasty in general.
were full of excuses to justify the lack of quality control. People who watched the episode found this bar's lack of bartending skills to be a huge problem, writing, "As a business owner, you need to hire qualified people, not a bunch of wannabe bar stars because they hang around your bar. Making drinks is easy. It's the same stuff every time, done the same way, and if they can't figure that out after a few days, they're gone." And of course, John Taffer himself made it very clear that the situation could no longer be ignored.
Would you come back for those?
No.
You think that might play a part as to why we're empty?
Especially since the food was prepared so poorly that for a moment, the show almost transformed into a kitchen nightmare special.
What's this?
I just cooked those.
Is this warm?
Yes.
Is it at a safe temperature? Okay, so now those are gone too. Look at this bus box. Feel the bottom of that. Feel it. Are those cold?
No.
No. So all of this chicken is at a dangerous temperature, so we can't store our food properly.
Understandably, training was eventually provided to both the bar and the kitchen staff. However, during the stress test, the bartenders still couldn't keep up with the pace or expectations.
Girls, these are the second drinks I'm dumping. So we've been about 15 minutes in, and the bucket's already halfway full. I believe there's more drinks in that bucket than there are out on the tables.
Nope. I swear, I just want to walk out right now. This
And some fans weren't surprised by this, commenting, "Most of these clowns can't make a rum and coke. How can they make a drink with 5 ingredients?" Surprisingly, during the relaunch, the bartenders improved so much that they finally stopped dumping poorly made drinks. Though when it comes to wasted inventory, no bartenders were worse than Chris and Kristen of the beer-only Bright Star Tavern, who were literally pouring half their sales down the drain. As Recon walked into the bar, Chris, the more hot-headed of the two bartenders, couldn't even offer a proper beer menu, forcing customers to order blindly.
Do you guys have a beer list by chance?
We do not.
And when she did pour drinks, she would deliberately dump out nearly half the glass.
How about the foam? Look at this. Wow. No head on that beer at all.
Right there is where half of their beer costs.
So that was probably 40% of that beer. Easy.
Only for the beer to still somehow taste terrible.
I had a beer that was old. The characteristics of an IPA would be the hops would be there, and they weren't there. So that means the beer's old. They've fallen off.
Worse, this wasn't a one-off mistake, as she consistently served drinks this way throughout the night.
The pitcher she's pouring is all foam right now. Oh, wow.
But it wasn't just Chris who was serving questionable drinks, as Kristen also prepared her own set of questionable mixed drinks.
Look at it go! Look at it go! Man, it chunks! It was so thick it wouldn't even go through the pour, and then she had to
Oh my
squeeze.
gosh. If it is that chunky, then there must be something wrong with it.
Fans of the show found this to be totally disgusting, commenting, "Right when she screwed off the top, so nasty. Just chunks of hot sauce. That shows true signs of neglect. I bet they haven't even changed the hot sauce since that place has been opened." Though considering even the owner, Jim, preferred drinking bottled beer inside his own bar, the low standards weren't exactly surprising.
What beer do you drink in your bar?
Bottled.
Why?
Because it tastes better.
However, poor bartending skills weren't the only issue that they were struggling with, as it quickly became apparent that Chris also had serious attitude problems behind the bar. When Kristen opened a fresh keg of beer, she accidentally sprayed foam onto the staff and possibly nearby customers. But instead of fixing the situation, Chris immediately turned it into an argument.
I feel like it's do you not like release the pressure properly? Like it's so basic. Like how do you not know how to pull the nozzle properly? Like
It wasn't my fault. It just was like foamy and
that's why you need to pay attention because if you would have done that properly, you wouldn't have sprayed everywhere and it wouldn't be an issue. You wouldn't be covered in beer. They wouldn't be covered in beer.
Jesus Christ.
And continued maintaining a completely lifeless atmosphere throughout the night. Meanwhile, Kristen took things in a different direction entirely, using the bar's open mic setup to perform in front of customers.
sit around and feel the fire. You take me higher than I've ever felt before.
A performance which, let's just say, made some actually feel bad for the customers, leaving comments like, when that woman starts joining in singing, pure cringeworthy. My ears started to bleed like a bad karaoke. I felt bad for the customers. However, Kristen may have still been better off on stage because when she wasn't, she was contaminating customer popcorn with chemical-soaked hands from cleaning supplies.
Like the chemical, like the cleaner.
Please
Oh, she's not gonna wash
Please
her
wash your hands. You just handled chemicals, cleaning products.
The popcorn is being scooped out, and her hand is all over it.
Above everything else in this bar, it was the constant beer waste that finally pushed John Taffer over the edge.
He's oblivious to what's going on. His bar is hemorrhaging money, and he's got a Kool-Aid smile.
You know, this guy does not know the economics of beer. I'm gonna teach him.
And he didn't hold back when confronting the owner with the harsh reality of the failing bar.
Every beer you sell costs you $3. So, can you make money like this? No. Stupid or lazy?
But beyond the owner's own shortcomings, Chris remained a constant liability behind the bar. Even after being specifically told to smile during the stress test, she reverted right back to her grumpy attitude, completely killing the customer experience.
But Chris went back to her old habits, head down.
You guys are not good bartenders.
Are you having fun, Chris?
Never.
So if we get Chris to realize there are going to be issues in the night.
Why do you keep saying that?
And John made it clear that keeping Chris on staff would only drag the bar further down.
Bad drinks is one thing, a bad attitude is another, and a customer will tell you about either one every single time. Chris's attitude is bringing this bar down, and it's gonna cause him to fail.
The final breaking point came when she completely failed to show up for the brewery visit, where the team was supposed to gain much-needed craft beer knowledge.
I'm not sure we tried her. All three of us tried her, called her, texted her, but
a no-show.
Yeah.
I can't take this anymore. The spine to manage his team, he won't succeed.
Due to Chris's back-to-back failures, John Taffer ultimately told Jim that she was a liability that needed to be removed immediately.
Bad attitude, and now she's not showing up. This is your chance to own your problems and do something about them.
I will. Okay, you ready to do this?
I'm ready to go.
And speaking of bartenders with zero personality and a presence that actively scared customers away, that brings us to Cheyenne from China Grove.
Well, not a lot of smiles there, huh?
Not what I would call approachable.
Move, bitch, get out the way.
When a local blogger went undercover during recon at China Grove Trading Post, the core problems of the bartending staff became obvious almost immediately. Despite greeting guests as they arrived, bartender Cheyenne came across as cold and unwelcoming, failing to offer a menu and not even knowing how to make some of the most basic cocktails.
Do you have a cocktail menu?
I do not.
No. Can you make me a Paloma?
I cannot. I have no idea what that is.
Can I get an old-fashioned?
We don't have what it takes to make old-fashioned.
And when the recon spies finally ordered a drink she could make, it still didn't taste good. But perhaps the biggest sign of how intimidating Cheyenne was to customers came when the recon team wanted to send back disgusting nachos, yet they felt too intimidated to even approach her.
She spit it out.
It's like nothing but fat. I don't want to talk to the mean bartender.
They want to complain about their food, but Cheyenne's attitude is so intimidating and unfriendly, they're scared to tell her.
Though at the very least, Recon did enjoy some comic relief from whatever this guy was doing. Just minutes before Cheyenne made the atmosphere tense again by getting into an argument with the owner's daughter.
How many? Can you move out of my way, dude? Like, this is what I was told. I'm on the clock now. I don't care. On the cool. Like, I'm doing what I was told to do. No, I'm gonna make them. What do they want? Okay, then I'm going home. Bye. Bye, Mom. I'm leaving.
It's like dinner and a show.
You don't even know.
At the very least, though, she didn't scare away the possum casually wandering beside her inside the bar.
Oh my God! Oh my God, it's a possum! Oh my God! It's a possum! Oh my God!
And she didn't walk out mid-shift either, unlike Alyssa, who bailed anytime she faced even the slightest inconvenience while working and even during trading at the Fifth. Brad's incompetence as an owner was the main highlight of this episode, as he was constantly sitting around doing nothing regardless of what problems the bar was facing.
Any owner who doesn't notice that their bar is packed and there's no employees either doesn't care or is an idiot.
Where'd all the bartenders go?
But one of his biggest flaws was tolerating Alyssa, a bartender who took enormous pride in having held the position for 16 years. As the Recon team walked in, one guest ordered Alyssa's recommended watermelon cocktail.
This is a pint glass. It's made for beer, not a cocktail.
While the other attempted to order a simple gimlet, which, for some reason, immediately put Alyssa on the defensive.
Can I get a gimlet, please?
Oh, God. I don't know what a gimlet is. I've worked here 16 years and never had anyone order one.
Never had someone order a gimlet?
I have never made one in my entire life.
Can I just do whiskey sour? How do you know what that is? I don't know.
And although the drinks were made quickly, the quality was nowhere near what the customers expected.
Oh, you did get a cherry.
And a whiskey sour?
Yeah, she was like, let's just put this drink in a smaller one.
They're laughing at this place.
Yeah.
Pissing me off.
And right then and there, Alyssa decided it was time to walk out of the bar in the middle of service.
Ridiculous.
Is she like leaving? She just walked out. Like, I think she's like done.
Brad just had an employee walk out and he didn't even notice.
What's up, Jack?
When clips of her walking out made the rounds online, some viewers expressed empathy, arguing that she was unfairly judged for not knowing how to make a drink, with one fan writing, "The lady who asked how to make a gimlet was treated horribly. You don't just sit there and make fun of the bartender for not knowing how to make a specific drink. She was humble and asked if they could tell her how to make it, then they just proceeded to giggle and mock her. I would have kicked them out." More people echoed the same sentiment, sharing, "My friends and I have happily told bartenders how to make drinks, even common ones like Sex on the Beach. It is impossible to memorize it all. You'll remember what people order the most." Or, "I literally work at a bar and I swear I've heard of every other drink on this show, but I didn't know what a gimlet was." However, just as many expressed the opposite opinion, with one comment stating, "She was acting all irritated when the girl ordered it though, lol." And another user added, "Yeah, but later on during the training, she got her ass up on her shoulders about gimlets again. Couldn't take some constructive criticism about another drink she made and quit and walked out. The Recon could have treated her better, but she had a major attitude too." This comment was talking about the initial bartending training after Recon night, where Alyssa maintained the same defensive attitude.
What's in a gimlet?
I have no idea.
Nobody comes in and orders a gimlet, ever. Which I have never sold in 16 years, not once.
I'll just tell you right now, Lisa, as a bartender, you should know a gimlet. What's your drink you served last night?
Alice.
The Alice? Would you mind maybe jumping back here and making it? Devin, you're the manager, man. This is when you step up.
When the mixologist offered constructive advice on improving her watermelon cocktail, she put just how unprofessional she could be on full display.
That watermelon still is too punchy. And Elisa, in no way am I knocking your drink. I just think the proportions might be off. But the whole point...
As the owner, Brad's solution seemed obvious, or at least that's what the rest of the bartending staff were hoping for.
I just filled her.
Oh, let her go home?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. It's obvious that Elisa's attitude...
He said he let her go. Part of me was like, oh, finally. But hearing that Brad just let her go home
It's upsetting that there needs to be standards and rules set so she can't cross that boundary.
Though considering Alyssa was nowhere to be found during the stress test or relaunch night, the bar ultimately managed to overcome one of its biggest hurdles, finally serving quality drinks quickly and efficiently. The one thing Tara, a bartender working at the bar Kiva, could barely manage. In this episode, the kitchen got the most attention thanks to the iconic John Taffer rant involving a cook disgustingly wiping his sweat all over the food.
Owl. Where does the rag go? All over his hands. Think about this. This is bodily fluids.
As I'm watching this guy, I'm saying to myself how much it's going to take to get him on track.
With Tara, the bartender was just as bad for business. When the recon team ordered a simple daiquiri, Tara immediately had to ask for another bartender for help, as she had no idea how to make the drink.
For me, please.
I got you, baby.
Thank you.
So my recon orders 2 standard drinks.
Where are the daiquiri and Cosmo buttons?
Or even how to punch the order into the system.
She can't even ring them in.
Okay, this is their thing. I'll let you take their payment so I'm not in your way, okay?
Here's your daiquiri. Give me 1 second.
There's supposed to be like little flakes of gold in here.
And during the stress test, every time she was instructed not to repeat a mistake, she did exactly that seconds later, pouring drinks down the drain and pushing the bar further into debt.
Did you just put it in the exact same tin that I told you not to put it in? Pour them out and do it again.
Okay.
Yesterday was Miles and Henry. Today, it's all these guys.
I mean, it took like 15 minutes to get our first drink. I mean, everyone was pissed for the most part from what I could see from people around me.
So how many have already got a drink? Raise your hands.
She was too slow to keep up with service.
We were way too packed for me to be as slow as I was.
Who doesn't have drinks? None of you guys do. Who's thirsty? Who has money? Yes, get the money, get the money!
So much so that in an attempt to clear the growing backlog, the owner sneakily recycled a rejected drink.
Yeah. Instead of taking a drink somebody sipped and didn't like and bringing it back to the bar, Miles gave it to another customer. So another customer got a drink that another customer had already taken a sip out of. That's being completely uninformed and ignorant.
By this point, customers were practically begging for drinks, and to make matters worse, the bar completely ran out of glasses.
Sorry, folks, we're out of glasses. Tell him, don't tell me. I got a feeling none of you are gonna have a drink because you gotta give up your glass for you to get a drink.
We don't have enough glasses. We're ill-prepared to handle this many people at once.
I gotta reassess this entire operation. We gotta fix production issues in the kitchen. I gotta create a bar that works.
But after regaining confidence through proper training,
It's gonna be a great relaunch. Are you guys ready?
and following the bar's rebrand into the morgue, Tara became noticeably more efficient on relaunch night, suggesting that her earlier struggles may have come down to being poorly trained from the very beginning. Unlike the bartenders at Captain Odie's Lounge, who managed to check off nearly every box of what not to do behind a bar, Captain Odie's Lounge had problems on nearly every level, starting with management offering an all-you-can-drink special, the perfect recipe for losing money.
All you can drink, whatever you want.
What?
Could you imagine being so desperate that you would do all you can drink on a Saturday night? Yeah, let's see how long it takes them to get a drink here.
But the most fundamental reason the bar had to rely on such a desperate promotion, despite being in a prime location, was that the bartenders behaved more like customers than employees. Even before the seats filled up, Robin, Tyvee, and the rest of the staff were already taking shots while illegally smoking behind the bar. And even after the recon team arrived, the bartenders stayed focused on their half-party, half-argument, casually revealing that one of them regularly failed to pay for her own drinks.
Start it up. Give you a big old fat tab this week. You know you always do.
No.
That's not true.
That's not a lie. That's not a lie. That's not a lie.
Okay, so the bartender's drinking and not paying for drinks.
Krista says that she's gonna maybe pay her tab tonight.
All of this unfolded while the recon team sat waiting for more than 10 minutes without being served. Upon observing this, John Taffer and his experts immediately pointed out how this behavior was financially destroying the business.
Hey, ma'am. Can we get a drink?
Sure.
But the recon experience only got worse once drinks were finally made. Tyvee struggled to assemble even the simplest cocktails.
A whiskey sour is an easy drink.
Yeah.
2 ingredients, correct? Let's see what she's doing here. Okay, so there's whiskey and sour. Oh!
That way you can't taste the whiskey whatsoever.
So now I had to go back and do it. Oopsie. There we go.
When somebody asks for no ice,
We'll get this, yes.
In that drink, it had something black in it.
And not only did the drinks taste terrible, the bar was unknowingly serving a massive health hazard throughout the night.
Oh, okay.
There's something floating in there.
They need to figure out what is floating in there and where it's coming from.
She said there was something floating in her Sprite. That's fine.
They're just going to make another one. It's 2 drinks, there's something floating. Now, one was a soft drink from the gun.
Yeah.
This is not from the gun at all.
No. If something's in a soda and his drink, it's probably coming from where they scooped the ice from.
So it would contaminate everything.
One commenter highlighted how bad this moldy ice machine situation was, saying, "A dirty bar can lead to mad sickness, leading to hospitalization and even death. Black mold can damage your vital systems when inhaled and can kill a person, and when that gets into your drinks, that's a serious no-no. A bar should always be clean, and if you walk into a bar and can notice that it's dirty, just run." Seeing the chaos unfold, John Taffer stepped in and shut the bar down immediately.
I didn't know that.
Is it legal to give tabs? Is it legal for somebody to sign a tab, not pay for a drink, and leave this building? Has anybody said that to you tonight? That there's something in my drink?
Yes.
Has it happened other times?
With people with stuff in their drinks, yes.
And what did you do about it, Liz?
I just got ice and I didn't see anything.
If you have something in your drink, and you have something in your drink, and you have something in your drink, then there's some bacteria.
The floating culprit was later revealed to be mold, discovered inside one of the nastiest ice machines ever seen on Bar Rescue.
You think your customers, if they knew about this, would they want to be drinking anything in here?
I don't want to drink out of that. Absolutely not.
This is what your guests are drinking right now. Every single time that they're in here, they're drinking this.
And while it might seem impossible to top bartenders serving moldy ice while drinking and smoking behind the bar, enter Cheeks, Buns, and Bubbles, who deserve to be crowned as the worst bartenders not just of Season 6, but arguably the entire series. This episode's title, being Twerking 9 to 5, already hinted at the type of workplace this bar had become.
We shake our asses all day, and we don't care who thinks what about it. They do their own thing.
But aside from the twerking and the bartenders having names that prompted one fan to joke, they were the Powerpuff Girls. The first thing these employees did after clocking in was illegally combining the remaining contents of liquor bottles.
So when this staff came in today, the first thing they did was marry their liquor bottles.
That's ridiculous. That's illegal.
And the very next item on their checklist was non-stop drinking. Before they were even fully intoxicated, however, their lack of skill was already obvious, as the recon team couldn't even get a proper margarita.
You got margaritas here?
I can make whatever.
Hey! We'll do a margarita.
A green margarita?
Oh, yeah. It's okay. I think I asked for a margarita, though.
Oh, who made it? Cheeks. Cheeks. He said he asked for a margarita.
Disappointed by the colorful drinks, the spies decided to order an old-fashioned instead, but despite Cheeks clearly hearing the order...
Can I get a old-fashioned instead of this margarita, please?
You want an old-fashioned?
Yes.
Old-fashioned, one of the most popular drinks in America right now.
She didn't even bother to make the drink.
And do you see anyone making an old-fashioned?
Not one.
Can't get nobody get 3 shots for the kitchen.
Instead, she prioritized making shots for the kitchen.
Of both their owners.
That's how we roll, baby.
Well, the kitchen got it quicker than the customers, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And enjoyed the night alongside other bartenders who acted like they had nothing better to do.
These are employees in uniform on a shift.
And this was only the tip of the iceberg of the train wreck that this night was becoming, as the staff continued draining the bar through free drinks. Buns, who by this point was heavily intoxicated, and began acting aggressively.
And shut the up or I smack you.
The hell was that? Whoa!
Chill out.
And that's a customer.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
You okay? You okay?
And although customers were clearly disturbed by the situation, the cook seemed to be having the time of his life, watching his co-workers fight it out. Even when things escalated to the point that Buns literally slapped a customer's hand.
To be on my side, the you talking about is be on my hand.
Whoa!
Some fans at the show called out the cook, stating, "Dude, nothing's funny when a drunk female bartender gets into a fight." Though just as many saw the chef's reaction to be completely hilarious, writing, "The cook laughing at all the drama he's not part of is such a mood, Lamau." Spoiler alert though, Buns ended up returning to work the very next morning as if nothing had happened.
What's up, yeah? Buns just showed up like nothing happened.
Once the commotion during the night finally settled down, the recon team followed up on their old-fashioned, only to be disappointed once more.
Where is my old-fashioned?
I don't have the ingredients.
Really?
Turns out though, it wasn't that they lacked the ingredients. Cheeks simply didn't know how to make the drink.
I'm a server. I don't know.
What is the ingredients in an old-fashioned?
And even when John Taffer was so worked up over how hopeless the group seemed, the bartenders somehow found the situation funny.
This weekend, they're drinking and robbing you blind. You didn't make money tonight, but they did. Look at them laughing over there. When I walk out of here, they will you again.
John Taffer ordered the staff to clean the filthy bar, especially the kitchen. But while everyone, including the owner, actually worked hard this time, Cheeks acted as if the cleaning was beneath her.
Had in her mind that she was going to only wipe 2 shelves. She was sitting in the corner and didn't help us out even after we asked.
I was cleaning. I wiped the whole thing, what they said.
The next morning, John Taffer demanded that the owner step up and fire one of the staff members, and Cheeks was inevitably chosen.
We started cleaning up. Your attitude about what you was gonna do was horrible.
I wiped the counters.
Me and Bubble stay here till almost 3 o'clock in the morning.
The meeting is adjourned. I don't want to even look at y'all right now.
But clearly, that ain't what I thought.
She was quickly followed by Buns on the way out as well.
You choose to drink on the job. You choose to act a fool. And the consequences behind it is that I choose to fire you.
And sure enough, with the 2 most problematic bartenders out of the way, the bar's relaunch was a huge success.
They took charge of the floor. Everybody is working together. The communication is great.
Thank you, Mariah.
Whenever things are ran right and operations are going smoothly.
They good? All righty. Guys, notice Robert's washing dishes.
Thank you,
Now
Mr.
it's all to
Pepper.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.